for him to lose the belt. Like the whole heel turn against Cody made sense. His reasoning made sense. And it's like, okay, cool. Now he's not the Nepo baby anymore. Now pass the torch to Cody. Like, I'm pretty sure that torch got passed to Roman a minute ago. It would have made sense if Roman did that. But not Cena, because I'm like, Cena, you've been past the torch. Like, I don't y'all gotta stop doing this shit. It's just stupid. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so fuck Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna start a real hashtag. Like for real. I really want this to trend. Like I'm thinking of doing either 30-minute late talks with Lola segment where I just go raw about it.
You might as well.
Like and do, smash and pass with different people and then
Cause we need more of a us presence on our shit other than
yeah.
us just posting memes and uh news and shit. So yeah,
Yeah.
we need more of us on that, and that's on me. And yeah, that's we need to post videos of us talking about just random shit that we're thinking about.
Yeah, like I really want I was watching a segment they have called Evil on Peacock. You gotta check that out. If you have not seen it, check it out. It's one season, but it's different episodes of different characters. The ones you need to watch, Roman Reigns, The Miz, Sasha Banks was a good one.
Send me
And then
the name of it. Like text me the
it,
name of it, and then I'll watch it. Cause also
it's called Evil.
this is why I tell you I don't have Peacock because I don't have Peacock. I have this cable box thing that this dude sets up for like $55 a month, and you get basically everything that you can think of in this box. So like any live TV, you get any old TV shows, all this shit. So that's what I'm using to watch pay-per-views and all that other shit.
Oh, okay. Cool beans.
So that's why
But
I'm
yeah.
like, I need to know the names of it because I'm not using Peacock for real. I'm using that.
Oh, it's called Evil.
Just
WWE Evil.
just EVIL, or is it spelled like
Yep.
okay?
W No, WWE Evil. And then
Okay.
you will see it pop up. Hogan's, they had one to show how he transitioned from being, Hogan to Hollywood Hogan. That was really good. I'm watching Ric Flair's right now. Um, Stephanie McMahon has one. Hers is really, really good. And of course, Randy Orton. He shows how he turns into the Viper. Like in he just sitting there talking and he was like, how you get to and he was like, sometimes, I gotta push the blood, he said, to like the front of his head, and he gets to slapping himself and just, yeah, and he gets to like drool it out, bro, what the fuck? And I got it. And there it is. And then I'm like, that's cool, but still scary at the same time. Randy is somebody I'd be scared of in real life. No, I don't want to face him in the dark. He'll beat your ass for real. He already had a temper problem. That man had to go to anger management multiple times. No, I'm cool. I don't want to face him. Like, no, him and Stone Cold are two people I never. And Undertaker. I'd be afraid to face Undertaker to see him in real life. He too damn big. Calling him tattoos. I know he beats some ass.
Well, yeah, yeah. They grew up
Like,
in that time. I forgot
yes,
who I was watching. I think who was I? Oh, I was watching Paul Heyman's interview with I can't remember what his name is. But he interviews a bunch of MMA people and WWE wrestlers, and he basically Paul Heyman was like, we grew up like in the '80s up until about maybe the 2000s, where if somebody said you were fake as a wrestler, you have to fight that motherfucker, and if somebody didn't
man.
fight that motherfucker, you got your ass whooped and kicked out of the territory. So he's like, so yeah, Undertaker grew up around there. Yeah, he for sure had to throw his hands.
I'm pretty sure he did because I look at that interview. Who was that? Jerry Lawler, when that man told him late night talk show, told that man that wrestling was evil, and Jerry punched that nigga in the face for real and broke his fucking nose. And I'm like, as he fucking should, because stop saying this shit. And I think that's why they made WWE unreal. Because predetermined, yes, but you can't fake going through a tape. You can't fake if I sit there and bust your nose
But
or
it's also back then when they was doing that shit too, though, it was also to protect it as it being real. Like it wasn't just the fact that like no, we're putting our bodies on the line because they could stress that and that would make it legit. But like no, they were saying like no, all of this shit's real. Even the outcomes of this shit is real. When we know that they was protecting that shit forever. So
Well,
when he
I'm
punched that,
gonna say
so I feel
I
like when
think
he
that. Go ahead.
so I feel like when he punched the nigga in the nose, it was that. It wasn't like saying like, no, nigga, I'm literally breaking my back to do this shit and all of that. It's like, nah, all of this shit's real. Fuck you. Like that's
I
unhinged
think
behavior because it's carnival behavior. But like,
mm,
I get it, I guess.
it
But
was probably more real then than it is now. I
oh
really
yeah,
want to say. I really want to say because around that time, Vince's father was still involved, so it wasn't sports entertainment yet. So I think that's why they took it more seriously. Like,
and yeah, they was kind of like if you
yeah,
because they got
like
terms for like if you work snug, so like if you actually hit motherfuckers, so it's like yeah,
because when
they was a
Jerry
little
was
more
fighting,
dangerous about it.
when Jerry Lawler was fighting, this is before King won fight. So that's how I know that when Jerry Lawler was fighting, Hulk Hogan wasn't fighting. Hulk Hogan was Vince's big, guy. So when he came to play, then it started to become entertainment. But when they were fighting back then, it wasn't entertainment. So I think that's why he got mad. Like hell no, like fuck you. Like I think it was more real than it is
Now,
now. Like, cause that's why even stuff we watching the Attitude Era. I'm like, man, hit that nigga with the chair like they used to do. Like, really
it's like
trying to.
nigga, you
But
can't.
so, and I didn't. So it's crazy that you say that because Undertaker said in an interview, he said it was him and Triple H. Vince was saying, you can't let them know, like, look, with the chair shots, you can't really, we don't crack people over the head anymore, because of concussion stuff like that. So we gotta lay off that because they come from a time like Triple H, all of them, like from the Attitude Era and shit. Well, we can take that shit. Like, nah, man, fuck that. They did it in a match. They said Vince was furious, even though the match was amazing. They just like, nah, they got fined like a lot. Like, nah, you can't. The same with the power drive.
And
Like how that's banned.
well, that's the thing about the pile driver. That if you know how to do it, you can do it. But if you don't know how to do it, you shouldn't. Because you got to hold them up a certain way for it to actually not drop them on their head. Because Owen Owen Hart, God rest his soul, he fucked that one up completely. The one he
He
did on
fucked it
Stone Cold.
completely up. My gosh, like you can feel, bro. You can feel that his head is not right here and it's below your knees. You could have, and you went for it anyway and fucked that nigga up. Like if I was Stone Cold, and I know, like you said, he didn't do it purposely, God rest his soul. But jeez, man. But now I see why they banned it. But Triple H brought it back.
That's because Kevin Owens know how to do the shit.
Yeah, but the package one was correct, man. Look, because they just like I know Vince was like, "What the fuck? We banned this for a reason." Now you finna have just random people just trying to do. Oh, I know what to do. Yeah, it do, but it could get to that point when they doing it live as much as he's done it because Owen Hart has done the power driver. Shit happens, and it's like if something happens, somebody try to do a package power driver, and you,
Yeah,
woo,
yeah, a bunch of them moves was dangerous. The Styles Clash is dangerous too, to a degree, because most people, when you do a wrestling move, you got to tuck your chin in so you can take the move. But with the Styles Clash, you got to hold your head up. And AJ has talked about like at least one time some motherfucker tucked his chin when he dropped and damn near broke his neck.
what?
Yeah, a bunch of these moves is
That's why
dangerous if you don't know how. If you don't know how to take them and you don't know how to give them.
That's why they be putting that shit on the fucking commercials with his kids. Do not try this at home. They was
And
like,
we didn't listen worth a damn.
we ain't let you work for them. But remember that? I don't know if you remember. It was a kid on the news when I was a kid. Rock bottom to his sister. Her head hit a rock, killed her. He didn't mean to. They was coming home from school.
I
They was just
heard
wrestling.
I heard a story that somebody got suplexed through a glass table in their living room and somebody died.
I could believe that. We used to use pillows. That was my chair. I used to use my pillow as a chair and knock my brothers around with it. Like my mama didn't play this, and it was picking up my power drive unless she wasn't there. And we would put like mats and stuff, make
Yeah.
pallets on the floor.
I
But
tried I tried to power bomb my brother one time and I tried to do a package
uh,
power bomb
Uh-huh.
and I bumped his head, and he started to doing that little whining shit, and I'm like, okay, I can't powerbomb him no more. So from then on, it was just rock bottoms, choke slams, and he was little enough to jump off the couch to hit swantons. So it was that.
Dang, lucky him. Nah, I was super kicking, choke slams, rock bottoms for sure. And I love when my brothers in the walls of Jericho. But they used to be like, get off me, I can sit on their ass. No, fuck them, fuck you up. Oh, and I don't know why, but one of my favorite villains of all time is the Iron Sheik, so I'm definitely gonna put you in a camel clutch. I ain't play that. I used to put people in that in when I was in grammar school. This one girl had me fucked up. They couldn't get me off, but they called security. My bitch had me fucked up because she gonna sit there and say, "You're not the only one that watched wrestling." Because on free days in gym, I would take the mats out, so I wrestle. Some it's cool, but she gonna come up to me. She's taller than me and everything, and I'm like, we're like what, seventh, eighth grade? Okay,
Okay.
come on. So we get to wrestling and stuff. So I remember I had did like a was it like a fireman's carrier, one of them, on her. And it was like, dang, like she flipped. She had long nails, natural long nails. She walks up to me and does this, and scratched me. My best friend said, "You're bleeding." I had a mark across my face. I did this, and I just looked at her and I charged and I speared the fuck out of her. Then I was like banging her head on the mat and I flipped her over, got on her back, and I just had her just like this, and I wouldn't let her go. And then they was just like, "Get off of her, she can't breathe." Well, they had to get call the security and get the substitute teacher because I wasn't getting off her. Like this bitch got me fucked up. I didn't get in trouble because I never got detentions or suspensions. But everybody was like, "No, she scratched her purposely in the face." Like my principal gonna put that out to me. You know the commercial they show on wrestling. They say you're not supposed to try this at home. I said, but I'm not at home. I'm at school. They just looked at me like you just got a smart mouth. I remember a teacher telling me that you're not disrespectful, but you don't get Miss Reyes. Miss Reyes said it to me. You're not disrespectful. She said, but why do you feel like it'd be the slightest things like I gotta correct you on? Because you're wrong. Because I wasn't at home. I'm in school. So it doesn't apply here. She should have left me alone. I was having a friendly game with the guys. She wants to come over and try to prove I watch wrestling too. Okay, now you got your ass whooped. So it's like, no, stop doing that. Like I don't watch wrestling to be but I watch it because I enjoy it. Like the girls looked at it like, because y'all trying to get attention from them for real. No, I'm one of the girls. Like I used to bring the videotape to school, and we used to switch off because my daddy was the cable dude, so I got the pay per views for free. That's why this whole thing going on right now. Somebody commented on our post. It's like we used to pay $50 for them back in the day. Y'all pay $50 for them for ship free in my house. I
And
ain't
right
never
now,
had to pay.
that's what I'm saying. And right now, where everybody was like, "We got to pay $30," I'm like, I don't.
Man, look. So I'm coming to your house to watch pay per view. This is crazy. I'm not gonna be. Hell no, I already paid Peacock. I don't even watch Netflix. I watch it for Raw. So
And
I'm
that's the
like,
other thing. I don't need Netflix either.
you lucky, man. You lucky. Because, man. And then with the other stuff on there, I said, okay, I dip and down. But I mostly be on Peacock because that's where all the rest of the shit is. Or Hulu because I watch certain shows that come on Stars or whatever. And if I miss it, I just watch it on Hulu. But I only got Raw this year because they moved to Netflix. That's the only reason I got it. How y'all trying to take it off Peacock, you bitches? Like, but they said select. They said not every pay per view select pay per views will be on ESPN. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the heavy hitters: Royal Rumble, WrestleMania.
Why not just what money do y'all think y'all getting from it being on ESPN? And then like, are
I
y'all
don't
going to be featured
know.
heavily on ESPN? Are y'all going to move all of your
Probably so. I
alt
think they're
products to
trying to.
ESPN?
I don't know if they're trying to like legitimize them as being like this sport. Y'all already are legitimized to the point where the athletes are coming to the shows where they want to be a part of the matches. So it's like
And
I don't understand it.
I also think that it's part of. I know TKO is like UFC and all that stuff, but it's also like
Mm-hmm.
they're coming to the shows. Y'all are putting them in the video games. So
That's how
why are
much.
you trying further to legitimize yourselves as a sport? And then also, I gotta say this: if we're doing this right, and y'all are trying to
Uh-huh.
legitimize yourselves as a sport, you're losing the essence of what y'all are. Y'all are literally supposed to be the other. Y'all are supposed to be entertainment, yes, but y'all also do athletic stuff.
Yes.
By doing this, by putting ourselves in this limelight, in this lane of we're a sport, y'all are losing the essence of what y'all are, which is essentially, for me, punk rock, which is the gritty underground shit that like nobody's like somebody has to go looking for
Yes.
other than just like mainstream pop, whatever. So I
Yes.
feel like why are we doing this? But y'all need money,
That's
or for whatever reason, even though y'all make millions upon millions of dollars every year.
that was the perfect example. That pop reference example. I felt the same way. It was like growing up, punk rock really did it helped me. It was like I felt like that's it. Everything else was like, R&B and pop music and all of this, and punk rock was just, man, it's just, it wasn't all the way rock. It was a mixture. Man, I don't even know how to describe it, but that's definitely what it was. WWE was in a lane of its own. Y'all had your own fucking network. Like, I don't understand why y'all had to go to a whole nother station or networks. Y'all don't need the money. How much more legitimacy do you need? Like, this makes me think this is TKO's really doing, and it's just money at this point, because even the shows, ticket sales, how they used to be growing up, it should be no way why I have to pay on clearing up because the ticket sales are so fucking high or whatnot to get a good seat. Like,
Yeah,
that it's
because
just,
WrestleMania was, well, how much was it? I want to say it was like it was a stack and some change. It was $1,000 and some change for me to go
yep,
to one night of WrestleMania. I don't know
yep,
how much it was when I went to the one in Atlanta in 2012. Either 2012, yeah, it was 2012 when I went to the one in Atlanta.
mm,
Um, I don't know how much it was, but I know it wasn't that much because me and my mama
yeah.
went, and this time she couldn't go because it was $1,000.
Even the seats I took my dad to, we went to Survivor when Punk came back.
Yeah,
That at SmackDown in the Survivor Series, bro, the tickets was $80.
for
80
for
total.
Survivor
I
Series
paid I paid 40 for my seat and his seat. It was 80 total.
for both nights or just one.
Yep,
This was 2 years ago. So
yep.
what the hell?
What the hell? Even when I paid for my ticket when I went for my birthday and I sat on the floor like right behind commentary, I was like, maybe a fourth, fifth row. How much did I pay for that? That was like two something, almost three. It wasn't bad, but it's
How
like,
much? How much was the one when you went to go see and Jacob was there, or was it Jacob that Jacob showed up? It was the one. It's the one you
that was the
went
one
to.
Jacob was there and he fought Braun, who was that? Braun Strowman, when they had that match and they was all in the crowd fighting and shit.
Yeah.
That's the one I seen with Jacob. Yeah, was Jacob at the others? No, that's the one with Jacob was there.
Wait, was it
Yep.
the one he debuted? That's the one you went to.
When Jacob debuted?
Yeah. Wasn't you there for that one?
No,
Okay.
no. The one I went on my birthday when I first sat on the floor is when this is leading up to the WrestleMania when Rock was still with when he beat Cody up in the parking lot. I was there that night.
Okay.
So those seats were like 200, almost $300. Cool.
So
And
they
I'm on the
treat.
front floor.
So they treating because NXT is exactly like that. That's how much NXT's tickets are.
So they must have went up on NXT tickets then because it went up on the regular show tickets because that was only last year. That was in March last year. So now the tickets when I went this past April, uh this is when Paul Heyman finally said what the favor was for CM Punk. Those
And she
and
was hired for this
it, trying to see 80 something times four.
100 and no, that was 330, 320.
I think maybe. Yep.
That's ridiculous. That is
Ridiculous.
ridiculous.
In the span of a year, y'all done made more money.
In a span of a year. Y'all
Like
have made an
in the
exorbitant
span of
amount of
a year.
money and y'all are overcharging for these tickets. And it's not like
That's why
every
I don't.
show is a banger for you to be charging these prices.
Man,
And it's
it
crazy.
don't make no motherfucking sense. It don't make no sense. And it's crazy because it's like I'm a diehard, so I'll go, but at the same time, I shouldn't be breaking my fucking pockets to have to go to a fucking show. Like I was watching, I'm like, man, at one point I would love to sit right there in the middle section where the camera always is during the matches. Like right there. We'll see. Because the way these prices is ridiculous. The prices for WrestleMania were ridiculous, but I was still going to go because it's WrestleMania. But it's like you pretty much got to plan a year in the fucking advance because I don't just want to go to the show. I want to get the merchandise. I want to be able to go to the big store that they have. I want all of that.
All of that.
And I got to pay for flight, hotel, and for me to eat. But
Just
they going to give the
ridiculous.
tickets away for this past SummerSlam to this lady and her mama. Did you see them?
No.
I think it was the first night they showed them because we went live the second night. But it was this lady and her mom. Yeah, it was the first night. Me and my dad looking at it. They were backstage, interviewed and all. Like they was showing them like on camera or whatnot.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I
And
don't
they
remember
like,
what they look like though, but I remember that segment. Yeah.
man, when I say they were so goddamn dry, you just met Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill came back there and said, let me show you to your seats and get to know blah, blah. Yeah, we're going to bring you back here to get some autograph. All of that. I'm just like, and the girl's like, okay, hi. Dry as hell. The mama just standing there. And the girl is just like, not, bitch, get the fuck. You telling me you finna take me to my seat. You telling me the superstars, I'm finna be backstage, all that. I'm finna get autographs. I'm hyped. They didn't have on no gear. They had like black t-shirt and a black tank top. I'm like,
That'd be killing me when people be at shows and don't have no reaction. Like you're throughout everything, just sitting there with no reaction.
when
It's
I tell
happened a
you I was
couple
at the
times.
show, the
Like
shows
I
I
was
was at when I had them floor seats, and it was this man there, height, two belts, all of that. His girl come there, glam all the way up, makeup, had done all that. Okay, cool, I do that too. But when I say this her the whole time, something happened. This her, she just sitting there. Cody came out, Rock came out. She's just like, so he looked at her and she's like, I would have broke up with that bitch that night. Why
that
are you here?
that I feel was different. That she just went there for him. So that makes sense to me.
Uh-uh.
Wait.
Can't bring nobody there. Let's go
Nah,
ahead.
because I get what you saying, but hold on, wait. So I see that. So like if my girl ain't into WWE, which I pray to God that never happens. If she ain't into WWE and she's just going for me, then I'm not gonna expect her to be as hyped as I am about the whole situation. But I'm talking about there have been niggas that I have seen literally there by themselves, sitting there
Nah,
like this the entire time. The entire
yeah,
time. Like, what did you come for?
that was my motherfucking daddy when I took him and I said, this is the last time I'm taking you anywhere. And he just looked at me. I said, because I done took you twice. I done took you twice. This is crazy. We done went to Survivor. We done went to SmackDown. This is our third SmackDown. No, our second SmackDown we done went to. So I took 3 times. And you gonna sit there and want to get dry behavior, nigga. You more hype at home in the living room. What shit happened? I think he was trying to like look cool. I'm talking to this Hispanic dude next to me because I'm like, fuck you ain't on nothing. Stuff happened to he. Dude next to me, I'm talking the whole time. We talking shit to each other. He's like, yeah, like the person that I can't remember who he was talking about. The person he wanted to win, I didn't want them to win, so we just go back and forth. That's what you do. And I'm like, I'm in a section full of guys, and you just sitting here next to me being cool as hell, like you don't want to be here. I'm hyped. Like I want to be here, and it's like I don't get that. That's like going to a basketball game. That's why I understand what if it's a man, I'm not bringing my girl to no sport that she's not into. Because if we go into a game and I'm standing up and I'm just like foul, ref, and you just sitting there in your phone, bitch, you gotta go. Because this is the same at home. When you watching the game and your girl trying to interrupt, you not trying to hear her right now. It's like I'm in the zone. So I don't need you right here. If you're not here to support and you're not here hype to me, you can stay home. I'll talk to you, when the game's over, when the show is over.
Exactly.
Because
Cause
no,
what are we doing?
What are we doing? Because my man needs to know. When wrestling comes on, I'm gonna need you to, unless you into it like me, you need to shut the fuck up. Whatever it is you're trying to talk about, oh baby, it can wait for 2 hours. It can wait. Like it's not that damn serious.
Ridiculous.
Like
Just
this is my sport, and I'm gonna need you to respect it. To say I went to a basketball game with this guy on the first date or whatnot, he was shocked how hype I was. Nigga, I love basketball, and I don't like it just for the players, just because they cute. No, I'm into the fucking sport. Like I was booing the fuck out the Bulls. Fuck the Bulls. I don't get no damn. He
now,
like these people gonna kill you. They all in the section with their jerseys. I don't give a fuck.
now I will
Oh,
say this. I know you because obviously we doing this podcast, so you like wrestling, obviously. But it's like
yeah.
when I took you to HOG, I was so hoping you wasn't gonna have an attitude because it wasn't WWE.
Because I'm just so stuck. And then I'm like, you know what? But I gotta get out of there. I gotta watch the Indies. I gotta get into the other people. And you know what? I'm glad I went. I'm glad I went because it was hype and it was so different than it was. It just seemed raw and cut
And
and
that
uncensored.
and that's the punk thing that I'm talking about when it comes to pro wrestling.
Yeah,
That's why I love it. That's what because it's
yeah.
like
Forbidden.
gritty and it's like you and it's kind of intimate. So it's like when it's small venues like that, it's intimate and it's like you feel energy and all that shit. It's not that you don't feel energy when you like at a WWE event, but like it's a different type of feel when you go to an indie event.
It is. It is because it's a lot of with WWE. You got the interviews backstage. You're watching on the Big Tron.
Right.
You got the later they showing the stuff on the screen during like commercial breaks. Trying to do the DX. That whole thing. Like basketball has like the Kiss Cam. They have the DX thing that they
Yeah.
do. But it's like with the indies, it is more intimate. They talking shit to the people that's in the audience. People talk shit back to them. They try to do that more so at house shows with WWE than they do on the main shows. But I really like that. I like the up close and personal. You're that close to see them. Even at the regular WWE events, you're there at the front row, but the ring is still, it's a nice little distance right there. You like, damn, I can feel the sweat off these niggas at the house show, like at the indies or whatnot. Like I'm thinking that dude when they flip, he finna flip on me. I'd have been cool. I would have just let it happen. I'd have been completely fine with it because now to see that I forget his name, but that Puerto Rican guy that we saw
Mike
fight, I'm like,
Santana.
hey, yeah. So see him on TV, I'm like, bro,
You walk past us.
he did. Like you was in a whole match. Like, bro, you touched me. You moved me out the way. Like even to see Ricky Stark, I'm like,
And
wow.
remember when we left, I dapped up Ricky Starks before we left.
Yeah, I saw it. It was like literally, I saw you up close in person. Like this is so when I see him debut at NXT, I was like, bro, this is cool as fuck. Now I see why people get so hyped when their indie stars make it to like the main time, like how it did with Ricky, how it did with AJ and everything. Like, cause with AJ debut in his match, he came to what's what Royal Rumble, I think. But I remember the crowd, yeah. And the music was hidden because the music was different. He had a totally different music than he had in TNA than he did with WWE. So when the music first started playing and you hit the tambourine, you like, what? And on the screen, you saw, I am phenomenal. The crowd went crazy. And this is his debut. And I'm like, oh, people must really know about AJ from TNA. And he already had that hype came in. Same with Kevin Owens. So it's like, I see why people, really get behind these people in the indies. Tony Storm definitely, even though she's been mainstream, I felt like WWE didn't know really what to do with her. And she's amazing in the ring. But I said, I remember when she used to wear the band-aid over her eye. I'm like, who's this chick that thinks she Nelly? But I liked her. So when I went back like Tony Storm and I seen her now, I said, oh, she's just a different character. I love this character, this
And
timeless Tony Storm character.
Lord have mercy, has she just taken the Indies by storm? She's taken over by like no pun intended by storm. Cause god damn, is that character
Yeah,
good?
she definitely has. I say the same with Mercedes Monet. I honestly want to say I believe that Mercedes and sorry, Bianca. I believe that Mercedes is the best women's wrestler. Period. Across all board, she is best. And she knew it then. But it's so fucked up how they fumbled her. How did y'all
It's
fumble her?
it's easy because corporate machine that doesn't necessarily, and people have said that they don't necessarily know how to book black people, and to some degree that's kind of true. Um, but corporate machine doesn't know how to properly book somebody, is trying to limit the amount of that, trying to limit what that person can do. She's like, I can do more, so I'm just going to leave and go do more. That's how.
Yeah,
Anytime
it's
somebody's
weird.
like, I can do more, you won't let me. You're putting
Yeah,
restrictions on me.
yep. And I believe, and that's why I didn't feel no type of way when her and Naomi chose to leave. I respected it. They stood up for themselves. I was looking for like, why don't we see them more? You have this different version of Mercedes. You got the glow version of Naomi. They color scheme, everything. They were perfect. And it's like, what the hell? Like, you got this first black women's tag team, and we're not seeing them defend the belts. And I don't. Hey, they made a snack all. They was just being selfish. No, the fuck they wasn't. They knew what they were worth. And I don't think shit with the how old Mercedes is.
You
Ain't
can't
no
even
telling
afford
us.
Mercedes at this point. You can't afford her. You would have to pay her Roman Reigns rate at this point. You can't
And
afford
you
her.
know what? And you know what? She fucking deserves it. That woman that went all the way. Who do this is why I say they fucked up because WWE you still have possession of Mercedes, but she went over to Japan. She wanted this was during the Evil thing I told you to watch. She wanted Vince to release her. Um, but it was more so because she was tired and she was really trying to figure shit out in her head. And he said no, but he told her whatnot. What I think you need to go clear your mind. You need a vacation. Like you need to just relax, all of that. So she went to do that. She was gone for 4 months. So she said it was the best thing that happened to her. She was supposed to be resting. This girl gonna go all the way to Japan. And she's thinking, she loves being there. And she said, we learned, a little bit of wrestling. She said, I know I should have been wrestling and stuff. She said, but I was learning there the Japanese style of wrestling. And I said, if I could take this back here, I'm going to be unstoppable. And she was. She came back. She was new. She had this blue wig. And I don't, they really fucked up with her. They really fucked up with her. For somebody to pretty much on their off time, not take the time to vacation, but she took the time to study another form of wrestling, to bring it back, to not only make her better, but make the women she's wrestling against better, make the company better. And y'all still, if she didn't do that, because Vince said it, she took the initiative. She took the initiative to do it. And y'all didn't look at it and say, damn, she's something different. Yeah, we need to book her like way better. Because I don't know what happened at the SummerSlam where she was supposed to go against Bianca, the one I just watched, and she was supposed to go against her for the title again, but then she was unable to compete, and that's how Becky ended up in there. And Becky wins all back. What the fuck is this? I'm like, was she not able to compete, or did y'all do this shit? Because Bianca looked confused as hell out there. Like, did y'all do this shit on her? Like, well, Becky's back. We want to put her back in it. That's what I say. I hate when they say they don't know how to book black people. Stop thinking race. She's a fucking wrestler. There shouldn't be no races in wrestling. We
No, there
all do
should
the
be no
same
race at
shit.
all.
We exactly. We all do the same shit. What you mean you're not a book a black person? Just book me. Book me. Like I don't. It's irritating and it's frustrating and I feel like ain't nobody saying nothing. If you say something that makes it seem like you're hostile, it's not that. And I'm not. Matter of fact, I'm going to say I'm not challenging y'all, but I am challenging you. Challenging y'all to do fucking better. To do better. There's no way I feel like the Street Profits should not have their titles right now. They work their asses off of that shit. And they should still fucking have them. Especially after that ladder match. They should have been got it back. Like, what the hell? I don't. They'll take the people like Naomi finally is getting her flowers. Keep that belt on her. I'm so glad that they did not take it off her
Oh,
and give it to my girl because even though I want Rhea to be champ, I don't want her to be champ this year. I want Rhea to have amazing matches. I want her to be a part of the story, but I want her with her ability to make the match that good, but then the other person still wins. Be that. Like I'm cool with that. Like when Rhea and Charlotte fought, and Charlotte they tore that house down. But Be that was like, oh yeah, we finna put on a fucking show. It ain't time for me to win yet, but let's put on a fucking show. That's the win for us. We went out there and we did our fucking thing. Do that. Book Rhea like that. Her winning the title should be sometime maybe WrestleMania next year, but
Yes,
not right now.
because like
Not
I
right now.
told you, I have real fatigue, boy. I am so tired of seeing her. Not that like I don't like her. It's just I'm tired of seeing her every single solitary week trying to get into this title picture, and she keeps getting her ass kicked. And you don't deserve to be at the front of the line because you keep getting your ass whooped. You keep losing against Io. You keep losing
Well,
against Naomi. Like,
well,
and
it's not really her that's losing. It's how they booking it.
yeah, it's how they booking it. Right.
But
But
I knew what you're
but
saying.
it's
I get what
like
you're saying. But I feel like
damn, can somebody else get a plate? Can somebody else eat for a minute?
it's like
Let
the
Rhea
same shit about
rest.
Io. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to see that shit. I'm tired of seeing Io.
But
Now Io got an opportunity tomorrow night to fight her.
I'm
You
fine.
already fought Naomi.
See, I feel you on that. I get you. Cause again, you have enough talent to let them eat. And if you're gonna get rid of the goddamn women's tag team championships, do it already. Because clearly y'all don't care. I know y'all
Who's the
just gave
title holder for? Oh yeah,
Alexa Bliss
Charlotte.
and Charlotte.
Right.
Sure, you gave it to them, but y'all clearly don't care because y'all don't care about tag teams in general. Because otherwise, the Street Profits will still have their shit. Um, you ain't doing nothing with JD and Finn. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are the most funniest thing about the tag team championship or tag team division on Raw right now. That's the best thing about the tag division. Not JD and
Kofi,
Finn.
they wrote that man 2 days. Kofi didn't even look at him. The human hair is very expensive, so when we get our Kofi, please,
And then Xavier Woods with his damn hat.
bro, the heck, and they coming up with this on their own. They are hilarious. The hack took me overboard. And then it was the fact that Penta put it on and slang that mug like a freaking, what they call the thing? What they call the thing?
Frisbee.
No. Oh, and it's anime. I'm trying to remember. My brother used to have those.
Sure.
Throwing stars?
Yeah, throwing stars.
Yes. It's how he just flicked it, and it really did. It hit him in the neck a little bit.
Like, y'all don't
Did you
care
see that
about
the creator from Tekken said something about that?
from Tekken? It should have
Yes.
been from Mortal Kombat because that's what the thing was.
Nuh-uh. I know, but it was when Penta had it on. What
Right.
the guy from Tekken was saying that Penta looked like, and he said he caught the match and he thought it was really the hat was like the star of the show. But he said when Penta put it on, it reminded him of some character that he created, and he said he thought it was really really cool. And he saw Penta throw it, it was funny. But yeah, they definitely. I feel like the New Day, they weren't booked properly, and they definitely. I can't wait to see. I know they're gonna have their match. I think it's tomorrow for number one contender or something like that. But the Wyatts having it.
Why it's having it? It's cool because it gives them something to do, but it's also like that's the
Yeah,
thing.
and it's
When
like
I first brought them up, and I was like, what are they going to do other than be supernatural chaos? Because it's not like and this kind of works within their whole gimmick of the tag team division on SmackDown is just pure and utter chaos, and they're trying to bring peace or whatever to the
yeah,
chaos. So
yeah.
I guess it
It,
fits in that
that
realm,
angle.
but it's like
That angle made sense because it was like that their main goal was like attacking the people that weren't really mean to each other, not getting along. So it's like, all right, y'all don't know how to act. We could take these motherfuckers from y'all. Like we gonna take these titles because y'all clearly don't even know how to get along and appreciate each other as the tag division. Period. So I get that whole aspect of it because it's definitely been a claws, crabs in a barrel thing going on SmackDown with the tag team.
but that's what makes it so good because again, they're the only good part about tag team wrestling in WWE right now.
I
Now,
know, but now when I'm thinking about it, it also is a good thing that the Wyatts are the tag team champions because you see how the tag team division has been trying to come together, finally, collectively, to try to take them out. And it's funny because it's even the segment on Friday was hilarious. Like them even trying to blame each other for not winning. And that's what they call Johnny husband of the year. He said, I know husband of the year ain't talking. It ain't. Hey, you the one that pushed her off in the first place. Like, that shit was crazy and
So
hilarious.